Sam Smith.
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects. This pitching prospect takes the mound for his evaluation and gets some last-minute words of encouragement from the session catcher. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. Who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. Everyone has a personality, even a ball player. That personality influences how they respond to their teammates and their coaches.
3.
Your attention.
Sam Smith brought in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Now batting, Delman Schaefer. 0 for 1
Now
here
batting,
in the early going.
The shortstop.
Fastball just
Delman
misses. That's ball 1.
Schaefer.
Ball 2.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
No strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose those.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Stepping in and ready for another
now,
shot,
Norman
Batista, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope,
and he lays off for ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
1-2.
Count 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Norman Batista is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Now
so
batting,
striding in,
third
Bo
baseman.
Lyles. He'll
Bo
try to follow up the
Lyles.
double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Spencer Ling. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Spencer.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Muriel will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full. The Central Prospects lead it here 6-3.
Ladies
Bryant
and gentlemen,
Ross
your
is
attention,
ready,
please.
and he'll take the ball from the man. 7-5, how today's comes to an end. The Central Prospects came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well.
Here now our final
Smith
line.
is credited with
Defense.
Your attention, please.
Sam Smith enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Ready for another shot now.
Leading off for
Antonio
the East
Pacheco.
prospect,
He singled his
the
last time
shortstop,
up.
Ball 1.
Antonio
And that misses for ball 1.
Pacheco.
And he gets the call that time for strike
One ball,
number
one
1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zepeda sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH.
Now batting,
Bobby
the designated
Mercer.
hitter.
He's 1 for 4
Bobby
for the game.
Mercer.
The high fastball is in there. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Pablo
Now batting,
Delgado.
center fielder, Pablo.
And he throws the fastball by him here,
Delgado.
0-1.
1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Ramirez is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
11-10 is the end of the line in this score. The Central came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Sammy Espinoza is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and
Here
the
now
rest
our
of our
final
crew.
line score.
I'm Matt
First,
Vasgersian.
for the
This has been a
victorious Central
presentation of
squad,
MLB
11
The Show.
runs,
To find out
16
more,
hits,
head over to
1 error. They left 15
theshownation.com.
men on base.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major. With the 24th pick, the Los Angeles Dodgers select Sam Smith, a closing pitcher from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, after impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time and receives some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field. A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Your attention,
Sam
please.
Smith comes on
Now
now in an
pitching for
awfully
the
difficult
Drillers,
situation as
number
there are 2 on
59,
here with nobody out.
Sam Smith.
Striding in, Marcel Bullington.
The left fielder, number 1.
Ready to deliver.
Marcel
Here's the first pitch.
Bullington.
And that one right down Main Street.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Ship at second. Winter on at first with nobody out. And he loses him on a breaking ball. Now at the plate, Ryan Felder. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, I know he got drilled last time up, but he's got a chance at some sweet revenge right here. Bases juiced. He is looking to do some serious damage.
Pulled toward right center field. Murillo is after it, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead. Digging in now, Mario Gonzalez. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure right now to get back in the strike zone.
Fielded cleanly, one there, but the return throw will be too late, and the run is in to score. But the return throw is way off the mark, and they can't complete the double play. Digging in, Jameson Cortez already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Pitch outside the throw, and he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision, to say the least, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. Digging in once again, Jameson
Leading
Cortez.
off for Arkansas, the right fielder, Jameson Cortez.
Here comes the first pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Line towards center field. Murillo is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The first baseman, Freddie.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And he fouls this one off. Strike three called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be
Now
one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
Daniel Castro.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him reaching there, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. Cut it. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen.
Neither
one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he
Darryl
glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
The 0-2 delivery. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on a Thursday night following this.
Your
Joaquin
attention, please.
Cedeno is
Now
on to pitch from the bullpen. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Our final line score.
He was one of the few
First
guys
for the
that
victorious
really swung
Drillers,
the bat well
6
in this
runs.
game.
Afternoon baseball on MLB Network, and a great look there at Rogers Center in Toronto. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
The second
hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club, getting out of the gate with a good start.
The shortstop, Jordy
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the Tigers 0. At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The right fielder.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Castellanos.
Palm ball, and he jumps ahead there 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's just 1 for 6. 0-1 the count. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Grounded to short. Galvis is there. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Stroman, also known as Stro Show at times. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
And that'll bring up Mikey Motto as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Grayson Greenier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Griner.
This one's down to third. Rurik loves it. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So digging in now, Jeimer Candelario.
The third baseman.
In there, 0-1.
Candelario.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Strike three called as he came with the palm ball there. 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Josh.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Behind 0-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. Picked up. Smoke moving to his left, and no one will get this one. The 0-2 once more. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Grichuk. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So coming to the plate, Jordy Mercer as we begin the top of the fourth.
The shortstop.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And another foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at bat. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Full count still. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So 1 away, and that'll bring in
Now
Miguel
batter,
Cabrera.
the first baseman, Miguel
Well
Cabrera.
behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Nick Castellanos now will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A ball and no strikes. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Drilled down the line. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Standing in now, John Hicks, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Up next steps Kristen Stewart.
Leading off for
Detroit. This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Now batting.
Into the box, Mikey Mata. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Right there for strike 1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone. 1-1. Knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Halfway home, still no score. Now to the plate, Jeimer Candelario. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jeimer Candelario.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed, But right there, leadoff single.
The batter,
Middle
number
part
one.
of the game. Let's see
Second
if he
baseman,
makes an adjustment
John
before they do.
Harrison.
In the dirt is there, and he's out trying to take second. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more
The batter,
before he's
number
done.
7.
Still a lot
Shortstop.
of game left in this one.
Jordy
Hit on the ground out to short.
Mercer.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Tigers are shut down there. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Miguel Cabrera. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a
Leading off
former
for the
pitcher
Tigers,
yourself, you must be
the first
enjoying this.
baseman,
Lots of good pitching and
Miguel
defense today.
Well,
Cabrera.
that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit. So
Not
a
cut.
possible
Nobody.
tying run is
Nobody.
aboard here to start the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do
The
some
right fielder,
damage. It'd be
number 9.
interesting to see how the manager
Dick
plays this one.
In
Castellanos.
there for strike 1. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Cabrera aboard here at first with nobody out. Down the line toward first. Reined in. The throw pulls him off the bag. Next will be the designated hitter, John Hicks, and his guys are looking to
Up
erase
next for the
that
Tigers,
donut on the scoreboard with
designated
a runner
hitter,
in scoring position.
John
Yeah, Matt, they've been
Hicks.
really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up.
Now,
He's got you
1-2.
down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking
The
full
batter,
advantage of that.
number
He's
14.
pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Up
First
next for the
offering on
Tigers,
its way. Swing
the
and a
center
fly
fielder,
ball. And this
Mikey
should at least get home the
Monfort.
tying
Forward,
run. Pilar is there.
Eat it,
Let's
eat
see
it.
if
Cut
they
it right
test
there.
it. And he'll have to hold tight at third. So it'll take a 2-out hit now to try to plate that tying run.
Now batting,
And he starts
catcher,
the number 8 hitter with a
Winston
strike. 0-1.
Reiner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Line drive, right field, base hit.
4.
The throw is offline. He's safe. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1-0.
Now batting,
That
third
base
base,
hit drives in 2. That's a
Jamer
huge base hit.
What a
Candelario.
momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Here's the 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Ladies
So
and
it's
gentlemen,
2 runs
please
on
join
3
me
hits.
for the
Two
traditional
costly errors,
7th-inning
and 2
stretch.
men left on base. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and
Ladies
David
and gentlemen,
Phelps is
your
out from the
attention,
bullpen
please.
now as he'll get the
Now
call
pitching
here on
for the
opening
Blue
day.
Number 35,
Josh Harrison stands
David
in. No hits in 3 tries so
Phelps.
far. He's struck out once. No balls and a strike to count. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Fly ball to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. One down.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Jordan Mercer now. His past batting line against David Phillips. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Grichuk on the move. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away.
Up next for
after
the
a
Tigers,
great play.
the first baseman.
Next
Miguel
for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. Grichuk is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Randall Grichuk. Due up for the
leading off for the
hitters,
Jays,
and they're hoping that this
the
is
right
the
fielder,
part of the lineup that
Randall.
can get something going.
Yeah, only
Grichuk.
1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Stewart is in pursuit. He's there and records the first down. Rowdy
Now
Tellez
batting,
the next to
number
bat.
44.
He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Shane Green is
Now
out from
batting,
the bullpen
left
now
fielder,
as he'll make his first
Teoscar
appearance here on the season.
Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos is under it, and he makes the catch.
Leading off for the Tigers, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Your
Bud
attention,
Norris
please.
enters from the pen
Now
to start the
pitching for
9th
the Blue
inning
Jays,
as he'll try to keep the score
number
right where
20,
it is heading to the
Bud
bottom of the 9th.
Norris.
The windup and the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th. Settling in
Up
now,
next for the
John
Tigers,
Hicks. 0 for 3
the
with a
designated
couple of
hitter,
strikeouts for him to this point in the ball
Hicks.
game. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Norris, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he
Now
wants to turn
batting,
it up a little bit,
number
though,
14.
as he approaches the end of the season and make that.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Nothing across.
Your
Joe
attention,
Jimenez
please.
comes on looking
Now
for. Save
for
here in the
Detroit,
bottom of the 9th inning.
number 77.
Stepping
Joe
in for the Jays,
Jimenez.
Brendan Drury. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hard liner to center field. Matuk is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Up next for the Blue
So
Jays,
stepping in,
the
Freddie
shortstop,
Galvis. He's
Freddie
hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Galvis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. The 0-1 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting,
Stepping
number
up
10.
to the plate, Reese McGuire. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the Tigers move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Detroit Tigers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Michael Fulmer earns his first win of the season. Marcus Stroman takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Joe Jimenez hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and...
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Angels took down the visiting Blue Jays 2-1. The White Sox hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-3. The Rays totaled 11 hits as they dethroned the Royals 9-3. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-4. The New York Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-0. The Twins got 11 hits overall as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 4-3. The Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-1. The Texas Rangers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-4. Ian Kinsler drove home 3 runs as the Friars beat Atlanta 6-4. Jorge Alfaro grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Marlins downed the Indians 5-4. The Washington Nationals sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the win in extra innings over the Cardinals 4-2. The Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-1. Vince Velasquez collected win number 3 this year as the Phillies downed Detroit 4-1. The Rockies got 12 hits in this one as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-3. The Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the American League East, the Yankees broke up their 5-game losing skid as they beat the visiting Red Sox 8-4. The Giants put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-0. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Minnesota Twins went deep 4 times as they destroyed the Rays 8-0. German Marquez earned the win, his 4th this season, as Colorado took care of Toronto 3-1. James Hoyt collected win number 2 on the year as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 4-3. The Astros combined for 4 total home runs as they dismantled the A's 10-4. The Halos had 12 hits as a team as they nabbed the extra innings win over the Mariners 5-3. The Kansas City Royals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 1-0. The Atlanta Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-0. The Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-4. The Milwaukee Brewers snapped their 7-game losing streak as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-2. In other Brewers news, starting pitcher Zach Davies has been promoted from AAA to the Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, the New York Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. In other Red Sox news, the organization has struck a deal. They'll acquire third baseman Justin Turner, starting pitcher Hyunjin Ryu, and left fielder Jock Peterson from the Los Angeles Dodgers. And in return, they'll send right fielder Mookie Betts and 1 additional player. The Orioles knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-3. Yanni Chirinos It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the American League East, the Twins swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 8-6. Justin Bour was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the Halos to the win over the Blue Jays 8-4. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Yankees launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Rays 6-2. The A's had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles 2-1. The Seattle Mariners combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 7-4. The Rangers amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Indians 7-6. The Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 4-1. The Philadelphia Phillies hit 3 long balls as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-4. The Chicago Cubs sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-2. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-0. The Cardinals picked up, 19 hits in this one as they made short work of the Padres 13-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-2. In other news from Arizona, starting pitcher Zach Godley has been recalled to the major leagues from AAA. The Phillies put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-4. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-0. The Reds held their opponent to just 2 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-1. The New York Yankees got 11 hits over the beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 7-6. Heading into the day, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, while the Dodgers are third in the division. The St. Louis Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 7-2. In the standings, the Padres sit in first place in the National League West Division, while the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division. The Diamondbacks earned the 4-game series sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 3-1. As of today, the Giants sit in fourth place in the National League West, and the Diamondbacks are at the bottom of the division. The Philadelphia Phillies pounded out 17 hits in this one as they manhandled the Marlins 10-3. As of right now, the Marlins sit in last place. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the San Francisco Giants broke up their 7-game losing skid as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 6-5. The Cincinnati Reds put up 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 13-10. Cole Hamels earned win number 7 this season, leading the Cubbies to a win over the Pirates, 2-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Orioles only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-0. Ian Kennedy was victorious for the 5th time this season as Kansas City took care of the Blue Jays 5-2. The Texas Rangers picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-4. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Santa Maria!
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone.
Olé!
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Starting out in the NL West, the Colorado Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 4-1. The Yankees finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 8-7. The Phillies totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-5. The Minnesota Twins broke It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting in the National League West, the Pirates combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 8-6. It was their 5th straight victory. The Giants combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 7-5. Nick Markakis was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Braves defeated the White Sox 10-4. He is among the NL leaders in total base hits. Anthony Rendon picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits, helping Washington get past the Marlins 6-2. He is currently riding a 14-game hitting streak. Robinson Cano had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 12-5. The Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-3. The Cardinals hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-1. The Cleveland Indians amassed 14 hits in the game as they destroyed the Rays 11-0. The Houston Astros smacked 15 team hits as they blew out the Jays 8-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Arizona Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Diamondbacks sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Manny Machado sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as the Friars bested the Cubs 8-3. He is among the NL leaders in total base hits. In other news out of San Diego, relief pitcher Adam Warren has been promoted from AAA to the majors. Heading into the day, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, 11 games out of first. And the Cubs sit in 1st place in the National League Central. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, Daniel Murphy was a triple away of completing the cycle as the Rockies downed the Cardinals 4-2. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. As of today, the Rockies sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, 2.5 games out of first. And the Cardinals sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets right fielder, number 30, plated 4 total with 3 home runs. It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, Kyle Freeland got the victory. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the National League West, the San Francisco Giants totaled 13. It's officially scoreboard watching season as the regular season comes to a close. Here on Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Colorado Rockies earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-0. As of right now, the Rockies have now clinched one of 2 NL wildcard spots with the win. While the Brewers sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Diego Padres knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Padres are 3rd in the division, 12 games behind first place. The Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they embarrassed the Dodgers 7-1. In the standings, the Giants are in 4th place in the NL West, 17 games out of first. And the Dodgers have now clinched the NL West division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October. The Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pulled away from the Nationals 8-1. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in third place in the NL East, 3 games back, while the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The New York Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 7-5. As of today, the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Braves are 2nd in the division. They're 2 games back. Nick Williams launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 10-6. As of right now, the Phillies have now clinched the NL East division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 1-0. In the standings, the Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds have now clinched one of 2 NL wildcard spots with the win.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game National League wildcard playoff. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 4 for 11. He's taken him deep once. Story stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Wood has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. And here's Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Shortstop, Jose.
Well, George Story at short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in, Jesse Winker. He drew a walk his first time up.
The designated hitter.
2-2.
Jesse Winker.
1-1-1. Ground out to short. Story throws it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch.
Trevor
Here it comes.
Story.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. And the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. There was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. His second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far? Digging in and looking for more, Trevor Story. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Schebler has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies. Trevor Story, his career line against Jared Hughes. He's 1 for 4. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to and that brings up Scott Schebler.
Now batting, center fielder, Scott Schebler.
Hard on the ground toward short. Story picks it up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning. Ready to take his hacks again. Kurt Casale as he look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Casale.
1-1-1.
Story scoops it up. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered with runners in scoring position a couple of times in this one. Finished with 5 RBIs.
Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark,
and them claiming the victory here.
42,319.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But, hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. How do they go about staying? In now for Colorado, Trevor Story.
Leading off
set to
for
lead
the
off the
Rockies.
home half of the second.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
Now here's the pitch. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Rizzo ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Let's play ball. He's out. 4-4. Take the base. 3.